Lee back over right side. McKenna Hofer wide open right side for three. Got it. In transition, the Vikings lead 7-4. Their first lead of the night at the 4-minute mark. Erickson right side left wide open. Fires up the three. Got another one. So it's 14-10 Central in the lead here in the second quarter. You may see a timeout coming here for the Warriors. McKenna Hofer left side for three. Got it. And here comes that timeout. The Vikings suddenly up by 11 at 30-19. And Britson goes left side to Scharf. Scharf in the offensive end, drives in, pulls up, 15-footer on its way, got it to go at the buzzer. And the Warriors, once down by 11, back within 4 at the end of 3. Long rebound, tracked down in the corner, but thrown away by Royer and intercepted by Kirby, who scores the layup. And the Vikings equal their biggest lead of the night here with 3 minutes to go. So for Edco, a dominant fourth quarter. They win going away. They'll head to East Buchanan for round number 2 on Tuesday night as the Vikings pull past Central by a final score of 51-34. The best tournament action is on KCTN FM 100. It's the start of the boys tournament tonight on KCTN. In our featured matchup, Edco is at Maquoketa Valley. The Vikings are a team that has continued to battle even after losing their leading scorer and rebounder to injury. They feel they have an upset opportunity tonight. For Mac Valley, a 14-win regular season. They controlled both games against the Vikings this year. They look to do the same tonight to win number 3. The winner moves into the district semifinal on Thursday. Edgewood, Colesburg, and Maquoketa Valley. The Chalk Talk for our tourney opener next.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping into Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
For generations, local farmers have trusted Freedom Bank to provide the financial backing they need to succeed. We have a long tradition of empowering success, and that continues today. We offer competitive financing options at competitive rates, whether for equipment purchases, building construction, land purchases, or operating capital. Visit one of Freedom Bank's experienced ag loan professionals in Elkader, Monona, Postville, and Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Edco Tournament Basketball is brought to you in part by Nutrient Ag Solutions in Edgewood, Shimley, Real Moments on Real Wood, Leonard Miller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and by TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. We begin the Chalk Talk for a future tournament game. We're joined by Edco boys basketball coach Justin Olin. Coach, your team entering the postseason 7-14, dropped a decision to Albernet to close the regular season 51-39. Tell me about that game.
I'll tell you what, it's kind of one of those things where we've been trying to get consistent on the defensive end, be able to find kind of our tempo on the offensive end, and the kids did a really great job of. We defended really well, probably some of the best team defense we played on the year. Rotated well, rebounded, didn't give any second chance shots, especially in the first half, and did a nice job. Ended up having a lead going in at halftime over a really talented Albernet squad. Third quarter, they came out, dialed up the pressure, and kind of had us on our heels a little bit, and we weren't quite getting to the spots we were in that first half for a little while, and we just didn't kind of got beat 17-1 in that quarter. And then, I'll give my guys credit. We really came out and fought hard, got ourselves back to within 6 points with about 1:20 left, and had to foul and try to possession it out. And they ended up beating us by 12.
Sure.
But I was really proud of the effort of the kids. It was a great, kind of a great warm up for a Mac Valley team that we're going to see today. And, just because they're a very similar team.
Sure.
So I was excited to see what we did.
All right, set the starting lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, so I'm going to start at my guards, Jack Stager, Bryce Stainerd, Kyler Cole, and then at my posts I'm going to go double bigs tonight with Will Wiskus and McCoy Oland starting.
Some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of guys just depending on what's happening, what we need. We got Jorge Blanco come in for us. Christopher Lang will come in, and Jaden Miller. We got, Kale Helmerich, Billy Hoffman, all are guys that can come in. Carter Batten can give us minutes. Landon Campbell. So, I mean, whatever we need, we got a lot of options anyway.
All right, turning our attention to Mac Valley. I know you dropped 2 decisions to them this season. What do you know about the Wildcats?
Yeah, they're going to be very disciplined. They're going to possession the game out. The one nice thing about it is they're not really going to run away from you, but they can make a 10-point lead seem like a 20-point lead in how they play. So we're going to have to really value the basketball in our possessions. We're going to have to really limit them to one shot. Previous time we played them, we just gave up way too many second chances. They shoot the three quite a bit. So it is going to be long rebounds that we're going to have to really track down and get a hold of. And we need to make open looks tonight.
All right, some of the other things in this ball game you want to see out of your team?
Just the biggest thing is just play to our standards. Our standards are nobody plays harder than we do. Make sure we hustle at all times. And we know there's going to be some errors. I mean, it's going to be we're not going to play perfect tonight, but play that next play, whether it was a great play before or not a great play before, and just play that next one because every play at this time of the year is valuable. You just don't know when that game-winning play is going to occur, if it's in the first quarter or the fourth quarter. Just make sure we value all of them.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Hey, I sure appreciate it, Dan. We'll see you later.
You betcha. Edco basketball coach Justin Olin on his Viking program. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Top Gun Customs knows that the insurance company wants you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take the pictures, upload them, then they want you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Top Gun writes an accurate estimate, takes the photos, and explains the repair process to you. Let Bob and the guys take all the worries out of your repairs. Call Bob or Nancy at 563-964-9899 at Top Gun to schedule your repair today.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
We are happy to announce we are once again performing cataract surgery right here at home. This is Jessica Jones, surgery supervisor. We welcome Dr. Cancel from Gunderson, who performs this surgery monthly at our local surgery suite and holds consultations at Gunderson Eye Clinic, Waukon. Dr. Cancel is a wonderful addition to our surgery team, and we're so happy he's here. Call us today for more information.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Edco Tournament Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, and by Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. We continue the Chalk Talk for our featured game. We're joined by Maquoketa Valley boys basketball coach Eric Connor. Coach, your team finishing up the regular season 14-6, defeated East Buchanan to close the regular season 63-33. Tell me about that game.
We did a really nice job coming out early, and if you've never been in East Buchanan's gym, they've got a stage on one side of their gym that it's kind of a newer auditorium type stage. It's got a gray, almost like a gray wall that comes down. And it just makes it really, really dark on that end of the floor. And every year when we played there, we struggled to shoot in the first half on that hoop. But I thought we got some really good quality looks, and then kind of turned up the pressure. Once we realized we weren't hitting shots, we turned up the pressure to kind of create some turnovers and generate some offense that way.
Yes.
And jump out to a nice halftime lead, and then just built off that lead in the second half and did a really nice job of closing out our regular season, and that was our goal, to try to do as much as we can to carry some positive momentum into the postseason.
Absolutely. Good way to head into the postseason. Go through starting lineup for our team tonight.
So we start out with number 2, Anderson Holtz. He's our point guard. He's a junior. At the 2 is our leading scorer, Brady Wall, number 3. At our 3, another guard is our lone senior, Tate Intorf. And then we have Dylan Knipper, number 20. Also a junior at our forward, and then our center is number 45, Ty Hager, is also a junior.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
We'll bring, some different looks. We've got number 50, Preston Salos, a junior as well. He's 6'4", so some height off of the bench, and then we also can bring number 32, Lucas Chestnut, about a 6-foot junior as well. Bring some athleticism and ability to shoot the ball. Number 11, Eli Doherty is a sophomore, a really, really good shooter that, again, we can bring off the bench. And then number 24, Trevor Grimm, just a different type of, he's also a sophomore, but different type of point guard for us that slows the game down a little bit, and he's a smart player, really good rebounder. So just a nice 4-person bench that we have, and obviously there's some more guys as well,
Sure.
But just that's our 9-man rotation that we try to use as much as we can.
All right, turning our attention to Edco. What do you know about the Vikings? I know you swept them twice. What do you know about them?
Well, obviously, playing in Coach Olin's program for 2 years. My junior year was Coach Olin's first year taking over the program. So I'm really familiar with what he likes to do and the stuff that he runs on offense and defense. Obviously seeing them twice a year for the last 7 years, plus just very familiar with their style of play and what they have. So, when we saw them the second time in the regular season, we weren't healthy. We were missing 2 of our starters. Both our leading scorer, Brady Wall, and Tate Intorf were both sick with influenza. So we didn't have them in that game. But I also know that Edco wasn't extremely healthy as well. They were missing some guys. So, we're just telling our guys it's a brand new season. Everybody's 0-0 at this point. Everybody's backs against the wall because it's win or go home. So you always see a different type of team in the postseason, and I know Coach Olin's going to have his guys ready to go.
Keys in the ball game for Mac Valley. What do you have to do?
Well, we have to make sure that first and foremost we come out and we set the tempo. We want to play on defense at our pace, and then whether Edco decides to speed us up with any type of full court pressure or in the half court, they're extremely active. They do a nice job kind of trying to set the tone and generate some turnovers, which can lead to some undisciplinedness at times. So just being patient in the half court's another key of ours, and making sure we make them defend sideline to sideline and move the ball, make the extra pass to generate open shots and finish around the rim. And, in the postseason especially, all of our games, we tell our guys, any close game is going to come down to made layups and made free throws. So we just got to capitalize, get ourselves to the foul line, shoot with confidence when we have open shots, and like I said, just generate some offense with our defense by controlling the tempo of the game early.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
All right, thank you, Dan.
Maquoketa Valley head basketball coach Eric Connor and his Viking program. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Brrr, the cold weather is here, and with it comes wind, snow, and ice that can damage overhead power lines. Remember to stay away from all downed lines. They may still be energized. Call to report broken poles, downed wires, or any other damage. By working together, we can keep everyone safe. That's the power of human connections. Almaquee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet of Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Life is better with American Family Insurance because our agents provide specialized local expertise to help you get the right coverage at the right price. We understand that farming is at the heart of what you do, and we want to help protect what you've worked so hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Edco Tournament Basketball is brought to you in part by Blooms Flowers, Gifts, and More in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home, and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, KAR Auto Group, Bacon Concrete in Postville, and Furniture Showcase in Oilwine, lighting, showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Behrens along with Coach Aaron Hammond. We welcome you to Maquoketa Valley High School, and it's the Class 1A tournament opener tonight on KCTN. It is the Edco Vikings and the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats. It is the third meeting between these two teams, and Mac Valley won the first two, as I'm joined by Coach Aaron Hammond.
Yeah, the first two meetings between these two teams. Actually, the December game was a little closer, 57-50. Maquoketa Valley comes out on top of that one. Second matchup ends up being 46-78. Kind of got out of hand there at the end, but a close game to start, and Maquoketa Valley pulled away.
Yeah, 46-28. The score of the second game. And Maquoketa Valley won a defensive ball game. Mac Valley was short-staffed that night. Edco rather, they've been a little short-staffed much of the season with the loss of Price Rochford, their leading scorer and rebounder, but it is a team that's continued to fight hard.
Yeah, you look at where they were at the break, and they were looking to turn the corner and lost Price. Still ended up with 7 wins on the year, so continuing to battle, continuing to find those players to fill those gaps, and I think they're ready to go tonight.
What they have done is, on the defensive end, they've played with great effort, trying to keep opponents down. They know as a team they only average about 48 points a ball game, but they wanted this game to be in the 40s tonight. Will Wiskus is one of 3 seniors on this team. He leads them offensively, averaging over 10 a game.
Yeah, almost 11 points, 6 rebounds for Will, but then you put the junior Bryce Stannard, who's really come on strong as the season has continued to progress. He's averaging about 8 points. And then you've got a freshman, Jack Steger, 7 points, 4 rebounds, about 4 assists. And then your other senior that you talked about was Kyler Cole, 6 points, 4 rebounds, but I think he's been improving and playing better as of late.
And again, they get contribution off the bench from Jorge Blanco at over 5 points a ball game. Meanwhile, for Maquoketa Valley, one of the most dynamic players in the Tri-Rivers Conference, Brady Wall, their junior averages 21 points a ball game.
Yeah, he's offensive-minded all the time. I think he just attacks and, shoots well, and he's going to be a handful. Shoots 73% from the free throw line, so you can't foul him and put him on the free throw line. You have to find a way of slowing him down tonight.
And this is a team that averages about 57 points a ball game, but the big thing is about Maquoketa Valley. Their assist-to-turnover ratio is about even, and that's why they've won 14 games this year.
Yeah, absolutely. They take care of the ball, under 14 turnovers a game. They shoot it well. They're a team that's primed for the postseason.
It is a team that has only one senior, by the way, but it is a junior-dominated team. Anderson Holtz also averaging 8 points a ball game. What do you see as keys in this ball game? Let's start for Edco. A slower pace needed.
Take care of the ball. The defense is going to create some chaos. Just don't foul out of that. Maquoketa Valley is a good free throw shooting team. I think they got to crash the boards. They got to really hit those boards hard. I think for the Wildcats, attack the defense and get to the free throw line. If you can get Edco in trouble or get to that free throw line, that's a positive. They need to shoot well and control the pace.
And again, those are the keys in the ball game for this matchup. Winner heads to Southwind coming up on Thursday night to face the winner of Southwind. And they are, of course, taking on Starmont tonight. We'll have updates on that ball game. We're ready to go with our public address announcer, Bryce Intorf, with tonight's starting lineups here for our matchup with Maquoketa Valley and Edgewood Colesburg. Let's go courtside now there.
And I don't think he's got his mic on yet, but he's got it. He knows what he's supposed to do with it. We're just looking for him and wondering where he's at.
I was going to say, he's not at the end of the bench there. He's not at the scores table.
I don't know where he went.
It's like the great, powerful Oz behind the curtain right now. He's behind the door. By the way, we'll have updates tonight on Starmont Southwind, Central Wapsie Valley, Postville, and Anamosa. We have our first score of the night. They started early at Don Bosco. Don Bosco leads Clayton Ridge at the end of 3 by a score of 63-39 in that ball game.
Yeah, just a handful there for the Eagles. They knew they were going to have a tough matchup tonight and started that early, I assume, because of the cold. So we'll have that game finals and hope to get some of those other finals before we head out tonight.
That Postville-Anamosa matchup, by the way, is in Class 2A. Central Wapsie Valley, Starmont Southwind, and Clayton Ridge Don Bosco. Those are all in Class 1A, and all those games are part of this district as well. Maquoketa Valley, the 3 seed. Edgewood Colesburg is the 6 seed.
Yeah, and I think if you're Edco, you're okay with where your seed was in this. It was going to be a tough road, but, man, you got yourself to a 6 seed. You didn't have to travel very far to come down here to Delhi. It's somebody you know. It's an opponent you know pretty well. So I think they'll have a good game plan tonight.
All right, still trying to figure out things on the sideline there.
Good evening and
there we
welcome
go.
to Maquoketa Valley High School for tonight's Iowa High School Athletic Association second round tournament game. Tonight's tournament game features the Vikings of Edco and your Wildcats of Maquoketa Valley. As a guest of Maquoketa Valley, good sportsmanship is expected from all who attend the game. Please show respect to the players, coaches, officials, and fellow fans by exhibiting good sportsmanship while cheering on your respective team. Enjoy the game and take pride in displaying good sportsmanship. Please welcome tonight's game officials, Jeff Fries, Kyle Ganson, and Scott Bain. And for your tonight's starting lineup, starting with the Vikings, 5'6" junior number 12, Bryce Stannard. And for the Wildcats, 5'10" junior number 2, Anderson Holtz. For the Vikings, 6'2" senior number 32, Kyler Cole. And for the Wildcats, 6 foot junior number 3, Brady Wall. For Edco, a 5'7" freshman number 34, Jack Steger. And for the Wildcats, 6 foot senior number 10, Tate Intorf. For the Vikings, 6'2" junior number 50, McCoy Oland. And for the Wildcats, 6 foot junior number 20, Dylan Knipper. And for Edco, a 6'3" senior number 54, Will Wiskus. And for the Wildcats, 6'4" junior number 45, Ty Hager. Edco is coached by Justin Oland and assisted by Rob Fankenhauser, Corey Putz, and Connor Putz. Maquoketa Valley is coached by Eric Connor and assisted by Shane Kirchhoff.
There you have it. Starting lineups, opening action with Edco and Mac Valley coming up next.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Edco Tournament Basketball is brought to you in part by Lloyd Kelchin Grain, G&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. And Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. So it's a very cold night outside, but a good following for both these teams in this matchup tonight as Maquoketa Valley comes in 14-6, Edco is 7-14. Meanwhile, the Wildcats, home white uniforms, the white bottoms and tops, Wildcats there in yellow with the black trim. Meanwhile, Edco, they're away, black bottoms and tops, Edco there in white with the yellow trim. Lots of black and yellow again in the Tri-Rivers Conference. We usually see Edco and Starmont. Mac Valley and Edco the same.
Well, that's the common color in the Tri-Rivers. So lots of black and gold here. Nice crowd shuffling in. Both student sections starting to fill up. looks like Jersey night for Maquoketa Valley. And coach just looks like they're here to cheer on the Vikings.
And lots of them dressed in black anyway. Hager to jumping up for Mac Valley, and Cole for Edco. Tip into the offensive end for Mac Valley. They win it. Wall right away in the offensive end, drives right side, takes a little leaner. Shot hits the side of the backboard. It is no good. And the rebound pulled down by Wiskus. And here's full court pressure by Maquoketa Valley, and it's 1-2-2 pressure. And underneath, they try to go in the lane to Cole. It's knocked away. That was Dylan Knipper who tried to jump the passing lane, actually colliding with Cole. That's our first whistle against the Wildcats.
Yeah, a little slow on that throw, but Wiskus finding Cole streaking to the basket there, and the rotation over a little late, made some contact.
Left side, it will be Stagger. Gets an inbounds to Olin in the corner. On top to Cole, in the lane to Wiskus. Backs his way down, steps to the left, uses the left hand, but leaves it short. It is no good. Knipper clears the rebound in the middle of the lane. Back offensively, left side, quickly down the sideline as they work it into the corner with, again, Intorf. Back out on top with Wall. An extended 2-3 zone by Edco, and I mean extended. Left side, they go along the baseline, middle of the lane to Hager, drives to the right side, scores the layup. Worked it along the baseline to Knipper, and a nice unselfish pass to the right side of the basket.
Yeah, that's what you have to worry about if you're the Vikings, is them getting it to the baseline.
Stannard, left side to Stagger in the offensive end, but double teamed immediately. Gets out of it to Cole in the corner. Back out on top to Stannard. Fakes the three, brings it in the lane. That's Wiskus trying to muscle his way in. That shot up and in. Did a good job creating some space using that frame, and the Vikings knot things up.
Well, it's nice to see Will Wiskus go up strong with that instead of kicking that back out.
And again, walking it into the offensive end is Holtz. Maquoketa Valley, a similar team. They want to be a half-court oriented team. And meanwhile, the ball thrown away, intercepted by Stagger. He drives in, but the shot blocked from behind by Holtz, who did not give up the easy layup. But the Vikings a steal with that extended pressure.
Well, and that was a nice steal for them to get a possession for their offense here.
Left side, it will be taking it out of bounds. Stagger goes in the corner right below it's there. And that, again, is Stannard in the lane to Wiskus. Right side to Stagger. Stagger, free throw line, back left side now. Two once again, Stannard trying to go off a pick. And nothing doing, so back to Wiskus. Wiskus at the elbow in the lane to McCoy Olin. Left side to Stagger. Good ball movement here by the Vikings. Stagger open, left side for three. Banked it well long to the right. Missed it. Wall, the rebound, and quickly back in the offensive end. Wall, right side on top to Holtz. Back left side to Intorf. They go same play, get it into Hager, who misses the shot driving into the left. Gets the rebound, the putback. It is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. Hager scored to the right on the previous possession. This time he goes left.
Well, and once again, they got that ball to the baseline, so they got it behind that 2-3 zone, and then whoever rotates over, that's where that pass is going to, and they've been able to find Hager twice now.
That is the first whistle against the Vikings. Free throw on its way by Hager, and it rolls out. It is no good. Rolled to the right. And the rebound pulled down by Wiskus. Cole races into the offensive end. And again, Maquoketa Valley, half-court man-to-man. They try to go to Olin, but that pass thrown behind him. But the ball, fortunately, goes to hand to Stagger. Meanwhile, they go pick and roll to Olin. Olin from inside the left block uses that left hand. Strong move off the left. Vikings trying to go down low. They've had success twice. We're tied at 4.
Yeah, nice strong finish there by McCoy Olin. Nice to see him get started early with the scoring.
Wall left side to Intorf. They go baseline, and now driving in left side is Knipper, but strong on the shot. Gets his own rebound. Put back no good. But then the rebound falls into the hands of the big man Hager, who facing the basket just lays it off the glass. 6-4, a second shot opportunity for the Wildcats.
And I think if you're the Vikings, you're okay with this pace right now, as long as you can keep those possessions and take care of the basketball.
Stannard to Stagger, center court circle here. Goes off a pick set by Olin. Wiskus rolls to the basket, goes in right side, strong with the shot, gets his own rebound, put back, blocked by Wall. Wall dropped down defensively to help out. Wildcats back in the offensive end. Intorf back to Wall. Wall right side to, once again, Holtz. And they get it back over on the left wing for Maquoketa Valley. Great job by the Vikings getting back defensively. Left side, Wall brings it up to the elbow. 15-footer blocked by Olin. But the rebound goes near the far sideline, and it's picked up there by Maquoketa Valley. They'll keep possession. Wall, 25 feet away. Left side, got it. A step and a half, closer to 2 behind the arc. 9-4, Wildcats in the lead. Back offensively, Edco, right side to Wiskus. Swings it left side to Cole. He's open, left side for 3, rattled around, got it to stay down. Cole answers with a 3 for the Vikings on their own, and they're back within 9-7.
Yeah, that was a good answer by Kyler Cole. Shot it with confidence there.
We did the ball game against Starmont, which he led them offensively and played with a ton of confidence. Meanwhile, same play back to Hager on the right side, and he's bodied by Cole. Again, they get it to the left side of the baseline area, and Knipper almost had his third assist to Hager on the right side.
Well, when you extend this 2-3 zone to half court, that bottom guy on the outside has to rotate a little bit quicker, because if that ball goes to the baseline, the middle's going to slide over, and it's the weak side guy who has to take the middle of the lane.
Lucas Chestnut becomes the first substitution for Mac Valley into the ball game, as checking out for them is Hager. Meanwhile, for Edco, number 10 has come in Christopher Lang, a 6-foot junior. They go in the lane trying to go to Cole through his legs, but trapped down by Lang, and the ball actually intended for Maquoketa Valley down low, but an errant pass to Knipper, and back in the offensive end is Edco. By the way, McCoy Olin checked out for the Vikings. Halfway through the opening quarter, pick and roll. Wiskus at the elbow, 15-footer, leaves it long off the left. Shot no good, and the rebound pulled down by Chestnut for Mac Valley. Quickly back in the offensive end. Wall at the free throw line, kicks it right corner. Now back on top to Wall. Wall at the free throw line, tripped as he drives in. Knocked to the floor. He's all right, but the ball goes to Mac Valley. Whistle on the floor against the Vikings.
And that was Bryce Standard just trying to reach behind, and Wall with that stutter step made contact there and took him to the ground.
The old rec league defense there.
Yeah, just trying to tip the ball.
Right side, it will be Holtz taking it out of bounds along the baseline. And Holtz has to go into the corner. Wide open. Right side is Intorf, but the three is long. Weak side rebound by Knipper, and he'll bring it back on top. So the Wildcats maintain possession. Wall. High post area, wide open is Chestnut, 15-footer off the back of the rim, and Cole clears the high arcing rebound in front of the rim. Stagger back in the offensive end to, once again, Standard. Baseline, Wiskus, 6-foot baseline shot, nailed it. Good recognition by Standard. We're tied at 9 here.
Yeah, good two-man game there. Got past the defense, and a nice clock there by Wiskus, finding that open space.
Left side, they go down low in the lane to Chestnut, back right side to Knipper, and now a 3-second violation. Instead of the post players taking it up for Mac Valley, they tried to dish it out to the lane, and to the wing, I should say, and what happened is they got caught in the lane too long.
Yeah, they just held that too long and then decided to kick it out. Never got out of the lane, so 3-second call. That's the third turnover on the Wildcats.
Wiskus, Cole, and also Standard all check out. McCoy Olin back into the game. Also in there is number 30, I should say number 42, that is, and that is Jaden Miller, a 6-foot freshman. Number 30 in there as well, and Jorge Blanco. Meanwhile, the pass intercepted, and driving in left side and scoring the layup is Knipper. So the subs come in there, and Maquoketa Valley forces a turnover to retake the lead.
Yeah, and that's just that cross pass at the top of this zone. And it looks like a 1-2-2 kind of a matchup zone full court.
Miller back right side to Blanco. Blanco is going to bring it back. Actually, Stagger is going to go left side in the corner. That's Lang drives in, pulls up, a little 1-foot runner off the rim 3 times. Olin tries to save it out of bounds, and he does, into the hands of Lang. Back to Stagger, left side, Blanco, deep left corner for 3, got it! Jorge Blanco hot off the bench, and the Vikings lead 12-11.
Yeah, they take their first lead here, and that was a big bucket in the corner by Blanco.
And again,
flow to this ball game thus far.
Blanco, left side to Olin. Olin in the corner just below us here, trying to go on top. It's intercepted by Intorf, who then throws it off the leg of Blanco. An athletic move by Maquoketa Valley, and they force a turnover.
Yeah, Intorf elevated there and got the steal, and while he's in the air, turned, threw it off of Blanco's foot, gets the turnover for the Wildcats, get another possession here.
Holtz walks it across the timeline into the offensive end. Right side, they go to Waugh at the elbow, pulls up, drives in actually 10 feet away. Shot is short. Rebound deflected out of there, and it goes into the hands of Wiskus. And the Vikings bring it back into the offensive end. Stagger right side to Lang, and there's a reach-in foul committed by Intorf. Intorf tried to jump the passing lane, but made some contact at the top of the key. Second whistle against the Wildcats.
And he had the right idea. Intorf saw that long pass, but nice job by the Vikings to close that passing lane to go to the ball.
All right, Jack Stagger will check out. By the way, Blanco was just out for a second and quickly right back into the ball game. So Miller has it right side for the Vikings. Top of the key, left side to Blanco. Blanco with it in the left corner, on top to Lang. 90 seconds left in the opening act. Lang brings it right side. And again, Maquoketa Valley, Hager, by the way, came back in for the Wildcats, as checking out for them was once again Chestnut. So left side, Lang, shot clocked at 15, cutting through as Miller drives in, shot blocked from behind, and it goes, I believe, out of bounds, and they're going to say it stays down here, but a good job reacting by the Wildcats defensively, and I believe, was that Anderson Holtz?
I think so. I think he's the one who came over and blocked that, but that's going to keep 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Inbounds, they try to work it on top, and Lang has to go track it down near center court, and they'll reset offensively. Shot clock, by the way, is down to 5. Blanco drives in, loses the basketball into the hands of Intorf. Vikings turn it over. Intorf back offensively, back out on top to Wall. Wall, right side, Intorf, wide open, right side for 3, got it! They've hit a couple of threes, 16-12, Wildcats lead by 4.
Yeah, it was a big bucket there by Intorf in transition, got his feet under him and finished.
Miller, double team, trying to get out of it, and he dribbles out of bounds on the sideline. Somebody needed to come help out there, and a turnover right in front of the Mac Valley bench.
Yeah, not where you want to turn that over, and that gives possession back to the Wildcats, and a couple of subs back in here for the Vikings.
Yeah, Blanco out, Miller checks out as well. Correction there, actually Blanco checking out. And
Lang checking out.
Yes, Lang checked out, number 10. Standard back in there, and also coming back in as well is McCoy Olin. Jack Stagger, by the way, also comes into the ball game. So back left side, it's Wapsie Valley, or Maquoketa Valley rather. Wapsie Valley plays in the Class 1A matchup tonight with Central. We'll get you an update on that in a bit. Meanwhile, right side with the basketball, it is again Wall. Wall, left side Intorf, kicks it in the corner, and back out on top. Shot clock's at 10. Right side Wall, just off the top of the key for 3. Got another one. Wall getting open looks, and the Wildcats on a run. They lead by 7.
And they've got that pressure here, under 10 seconds to play in this first quarter.
And the Vikings will try to work for 1. Miller, nice feed over to Wiskus. His layup blocked, but Wiskus gets the rebound, then blocked again from behind, but a foul. Walls blocked him from behind. Good look by the Vikings twice. And it will be Wiskus, rather, heading to the free throw line for 2.
That was a nice pass there. Just unselfish basketball, giving the pass to Wiskus. He tries to go up on the right side, gets blocked, but gets his own rebound, goes up on the left side, gets fouled.
Free throw by Wiskus. It is good. Rolls over the front of the rim, goes back through, and it's 19-13 as McCoy Olin checks out of the ball game for the Vikings. Lang comes back in. 3.3 seconds to go here in our opening quarter. Pace of this ball game a little too quick, I think, for what Edco's looking for, as the second free throw made by Wiskus. Inbounds, they get it to the backcourt there, and that will be Holtz. Half-court shot on its way, and it hits the front of the rim and rolls to the right, and the opening quarter comes to an end. Mac Valley leads 19-14. We've played 1. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Scooters Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooters Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooters Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooters Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooters Coffee in Manchester.
Edco Tournament Basketball is brought to you in part by Nutrient Ag Solutions in Edgewood, Shimley, Real Moments on Real Wood, Leonard Miller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and by TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. We've played 1 quarter, 19-14. It is once again Maquoketa Valley in the lead, and we'll go through the stats in just a second. We'll get you updated on a couple of other scores. Southwind, by the way, taking care of business. They lead Starmont 20-4 at the end of 1. And it is Wapsie Valley leading Central 16-13 at the end of 1. Edco's, and by the way, Anamosa leads Postville 25-5 at the end of 1. Meanwhile, right side Stagger starts the second quarter, drives in, pulls up from off the elbow. Bank shot is long. It is no good, then comes over the back, committing the foul. By the way, our first final of the night, Don Bosco has defeated Clayton Ridge tonight, 76-46, the final score. Don Bosco, the number 1 seed in this district.
Yeah, number 1 seed, and took care of things tonight there with Clayton Ridge after they got that win against West Central in that play-in game.
So back offensively, right side to Wall. It is Wall starting the second quarter. Holtz, Knipper. Also out there as well is number 22, and that is 24 rather, Grimm. Also starting the quarter is Intorf. Meanwhile, the shot is long, but tracked down, and it's actually, that is Chestnut in there instead of Grimm. Chestnut got the rebound. Wall drives in the lane, loses it driving in. Lang gets the steal, and then does a great balancing act to maintain possession, and the Vikings back in the offensive end. Stagger, Standard, Lang, Also out there is Cole and Wiskus. Left side, they go baseline to Standard. Standard brings it back out on top. Again, both these teams patient offensively. They try to throw it over the top of the defense, but it's knocked away by Knipper. Loose ball picked up there by Mac Valley. Right side to Holtz, who drives in, tried to bounce it down low, looking for Knipper inside the right block, but the ball, last touch by Edco, it goes out of bounds. Meanwhile, Chestnut checks out. Into the ball game is once again Hager for the Wildcats. Shooting in our opening quarter.
Maquoketa Valley 8 of 17. The Vikings were 4 of 12.
Inbounds Intorf. Cut off along the baseline. On top to Wall. Drives in. Pulls up. 15-footer. Rattled in and out. No good. Knipper gets the rebound. Tumbles to the ground. Actually stepping over Cole. Stagger reaches in as well. Great hustle by all three of those kids. But the Wildcats will get it on the possession rule.
Yeah, they're going to keep it on the alternative possession, but good hustle by all three of those young men getting on the floor, getting after it there.
So, again, they'll take it off the right side of the basket. And taking it out of bounds will be, again, Holtz. Right side to Wall. Wall drives in again, swings it left side. That's Holtz open, left side for three. The shot no good, but there's a foul as Hager goes sprawling to the court on the left side of the lane, and he was nudged, and apparently Lang called for the foul.
Yeah, Lang, I don't know if he was trying to get through that screen, but he made a lot of contact and put the guy to the ground. The basket was no good, but the foul is going to give the possession back to the Wildcats.
Oland in, Lang checks out, so you've got the two-post look now for Edco. Inbounds, they go back out on top and get an inbounds to Intorf. Right side to Wall. Wall matched up right away with Stagger. They work it around the perimeter. Holtz, baseline to Knipper. Back over to Holtz. On top with, once again, Intorf. Intorf, right side to Wall. Wall looks underneath, and the pass intercepted by Wiskus. Wiskus read where it was coming from. They were looking for Knipper off the left side.
A great read by Wiskus just to pick that off, and no chance of that getting where it was intended.
Cole with the basketball. Left side to McCoy Oland. Oland behind the arc. He'll bring it back out on top to Stagger. 2 minutes into our second quarter. You see Coach Oland wanting to run this set here and trying to get him into something, and they do. Wiskus at the right elbow feeds it back to Standard. Standard kicks it in the corner. That's Stagger, left corner for three off the front of the rim. Shot is no good, and the rebound pulled down there by, once again, Maquoketa Valley. We apologize to the YouTube audience. Tough to catch the corner right below us, but we'll keep you informed. Meanwhile, left side driving in Intorf, knocked away on the drive in. Loose ball saved by Standard, and the loose ball into the hands of Cole. Great effort by Standard. Meanwhile, Stagger drives in, left side to Oland, and he'll work it right side to Cole, who's open for three. Got another one. Step behind the arc, right side. Vikings back within a bucket.
Well, we saw him shoot well last time when they played Starmont, and he seems to be having a nice night tonight from behind the arc.
He's one of those players whose average has gotten better as the season has went on for the Vikings. So back within two. Right side in the offensive end, it is again Intorf. Intorf to Wall. Wall near the right sideline, reverses it left side. And that is Knipper with it. Back right side to Wall. Wall drives in. Elbow pulls up. 15-footer just off the elbow. It's off the back of the rim. Shot is no good. And Olin secures the rebound. It's one and done for Mac Valley. Cole back offensively, and as he catches it, a timeout taken by the Vikings. Our first timeout in this ball game. Maquoketa Valley, the early lead, 19-17. Let's take this break.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People State Bank. People State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right, 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People State Bank, member FDIC.
Again, let's update you on those scores in case you missed them. Don Bosco beating Clayton Ridge 76-46. Wapsie Valley leads Central 16-13 at the end of one. Southwind leads Starmont 20-4 at the end of one. And Enamosa leads Postville 25-5 at the end of one. Meanwhile, Edco, our first timeout taken by the Vikings. Cole takes it out of bounds inside the right sideline area and gets it inbounds there to Wiskus. Wiskus right side to Standard. Standard a step behind the arc, launches a deep three that kicks off the back of the rim. Wall clears the rebound, tries to lead Intorf. A correction there. Holtz in the offensive end, but he's overshot, and the ball goes out of bounds near the Mac Valley student section.
We talked about how well the Wildcats take care of the basketball. They average less than 14 turnovers a game on the season. They're up to half of that already. They're sitting at 7 turnovers in this ballgame.
4.5 left in our first half. Stagger across the timeline offensively for the Vikings. Right side to Cole. Cole matched up, by the way, with number 3 there in Wall. Meanwhile, Cole into a double team, takes a shot, deflected out of there by Hager. He was triple team. Rebound pulled down by Knipper, and then bear hugged by Wiskus. So Wiskus commits the 3rd foul against the Vikings here in this second quarter. Mac Valley hasn't committed any.
Well, and I think Kyler Cole thought he got fouled, and he may have, but I think that was Will Wiskus just slowing down the fast break. We got to stop these guys so they don't get a run out.
Holtz in the offensive end. By the way, Mac Valley checked in. Eli Doherty, a 6'2 sophomore, last break. Knipper back out on top to Holtz. Holtz back left side to Wall. Wall, they certainly recognize where he's at. He'll bring it back out on top. And right side, they go in the lane to Hager. Hager, backdoor, nice feed to Knipper. He drives it, altered by Cole, and Cole gets the rebound. Cole got a piece of it as Knipper had a good look off the right side. Standard back in the offensive end, and there is a moving screen foul committed by Stagger, and that's foul number 4 against the Vikings, and a turnover to boot.
Well, and that's the 4th foul on the Vikings and none on the Wildcats. So right now, Edco's got to clean some things up. They got to play a little cleaner because you don't want to put this good free throw shooting team at the line. They average about 67% as a team, and they have 3 guys that shoot 70% plus.
All right, checking out is Stagger along with Cole. Miller back in for Edco along with Blanco. Meanwhile, Maquoketa Valley has brought in number 50, Preston Salo, a 6'5 junior. Also coming in there is number 12 in Dashawn Strickland, into the ball game. And number 10 in there as well in Tate Intorf. So here we go, 3.5 left in our second quarter. Right side Wall, step behind the arc. Right side for 3 off the back of the rim. Long rebound into the hands of Intorf, who spins, middle of the lane, leaves it off the back of the rim. The rebound deflected right into the hands of Intorf, and they bring it on top. Wall at the elbow, covered, looking to go right side, and he does to Holtz. Back out on top to Wall. Wide open, top of the key for 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound deflected there, and there's a foul on Maquoketa Valley as Oland and Miller had rebounding position underneath. Climbing the back was Salo, first whistle against the Wildcats.
Well, that was better on that last shot of boxing out, but those first few attempts, Edco's just going to the ball instead of finding a body first. They got to get back to basics, make contact with the body, then go get the ball.
Olin checks out, Lang in for the Vikings. Back left side Miller. Edco's really handled the pressure pretty well tonight. Standard left side, cross-court pass to Blanco. Top of the key to Miller, who traveled with the basketball. Top of the key, wanted to drive, move the feet before moving the ball, and the turnover gives it back to the Wildcats.
Yeah, that other foot just kind of slipped out of there, and he kind of knew it as soon as it happened. So, unfortunately, the turnover there.
Chestnut takes it out of bounds on the sideline area, gets it inbounds to Holtz. Again, we want to thank you for joining us tonight on KCTN FM 100, live video on KCTN.com, and also on the KCTN YouTube channel. So on top, Holtz with the basketball. Wall drives baseline, double teamed immediately, and goes left side back there to, once again, Holtz, who pulls up from the elbow. 15-footer, no good, but an offensive rebound pulled down by Chestnut. Back left side, that's Holtz, left wing for 3. Rattled around, got it to stay down, and a timeout by Mac Valley. 2.5 left in our half. Mac Valley leads 22-17. Let's take this timeout.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated NEAT, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in Northeast Iowa. NEAT also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
It was 19-14 at the end of one, and we certainly have slowed down here in the second quarter. Both teams have only scored 3 points in now 5.5 minutes.
Well, and I think this pace is what you were talking about. Edco probably didn't like the pace the second half of that first quarter, but now in the second quarter, slow down a little bit, work your offense. I think they'd like to score a little bit, and they need to rebound a little better on the defensive end.
So Maquoketa Valley hit another 3. They have hit a few 3-pointers in this first half, and immediately taking a timeout, Edco will take it out of bounds with Miller. Stagger, by the way, coming back into the ball game during that break. Left side in the offensive end to Lang. Lang to Wiskus at the elbow. Backs his way down. Little hook shot, middle of the lane. Kisses softly off the back of the rim there, and then touches the glass and goes through. Nice soft touch by Wiskus.
Yeah, the big man's got soft touch on that little turn, baby hook, and they get him within a possession here.
22-19, Wildcats in the lead. Back out on top, it is Intorf, left wing to Wall. Back over to Intorf, right side, and they go left side now to Wall. And the baseline area, tried to work it on top to Chestnut, but knocked away by Stagger. Loose ball picked up by the Vikings, they turn him over. And Stagger has it back out on top to direct the show. Off a pick right side, and Miller pops out to the top of the key, looking for Wiskus. He'll come over and set a pick, but Stagger stopped his dribble. Now back to Standard, who pulls up inside the free throw line. Little 12-foot leaner, it is good. And the Vikings back within 90 seconds left in the half.
You love the patience the Vikings showed on that possession, getting in the half court and resetting, working for a good shot.
Intorf, left side. Gets the feed there, back out on top, baseline area now, and that is Salo back in the corner to Intorf. Intorf cut off near the corner and will go back out on top to Holtz. Holtz in the corner to Intorf. Intorf, top of the key, that is Wall, takes a step to the left, launches a three-pointer, it's off the back of the rim, shot is no good. Wiskus gets the rebound, quickly outlets it to Standard. Standard tries a pass, but there's 4 Wildcats blocking the passing lane, and Wall intercepts it. He drives baseline, loses the basketball on the left block, and saves it back over to Chestnut. On top, Intorf, back over to, again, Wall in the corner, drives baseline, pulls up, 15-footer, it is good, a little spacing there by Wall. 24-21, Wildcats go back up.
That was a long dry spell for Wall, but that was his first bucket of the second quarter.
Lang in the offensive end is a good job by Mac Valley getting back. Lang goes diagonal over to Stagger, who falls away, taking a 5-footer just inside the lane, didn't take it up straight, and the rebound pulled down by Chestnut. And the Wildcats can work for the final shot if they choose.
And I think they'll take the first open shot they have that's close. Otherwise, they're just going to be content, run the clock, and get a shot here.
Left side, Wall goes back right side to Intorf. They're near half court, so they appear to be content to work for one. Intorf back over, goes left side to Wall, nearly traveled, but he hands it to Wall. They go down underneath, and wide open is Knipper, lays it up and in from the left side. And correction, it's Chestnut with the basket. We're down to 3 seconds left. Wiskus baseline, 15-footer, high arcing shot. It is long, and the first half comes to an end. Wildcats led by 5 at the end of 1. They lead by 5 at the half. 26-21, it is once again Maquoketa Valley leading Edco. When we return, first half stats and score updates. You're listening to Edco Tournament Basketball from KCTN Sports.
TNT Power Sports in Elkader has another exciting promotion for the month of February. Test drive a new Can-Am or pre-owned unit and receive a $5 coupon to use at Johnson's Restaurant in Elkader. In need of service work for your UTV or ATV? TNT Power Sports is offering free pickup and delivery within 50 miles for the month of February. For reliable and timely service, contact TNT Power Sports in Elkader at 563-245-1100 to schedule your appointment today.
Life's buzzing with energy. From the delightfully routine, to the novel and exciting, to the truly uncharted. With all that life brings, it's easy to lose track of what powers all those moments, our health. At Mercy One, our caring doctors focus on just that, powering health, from the everyday to the extraordinary. So you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
Whether a ref makes a bad call or it's opposing players or fans trying to get us out of our element, that our ultimate goal is to win, and doing things that are unsportsmanlike aren't going to get us any closer to that goal.
Because in life, many things will not go your way, and by learning now to hold your head up high when defeated and stay humble after a victory will better influence your life for the years to come.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
when you go home, you'll feel good about what you did. And, you know, you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
Edco Tournament Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, and by Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. At the half, 26-21, Maquoketa Valley leads Edco. Mac Valley led 19-14 at the end of one. Both teams putting up 7 points in that second quarter as we've settled into more of a defensive affair. Let's update you on scores. Central and Wapsie Valley tied at the half at 29. It was Don Bosco beating Clayton Ridge tonight, 76-46. We'll get you a Southwind Stormont update in just a bit. Southwind led that game, 20-4 at the end of one. And Anamosa leads Postville, 43-16 at the half. I'm joined once again by Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the first half totals, and let's start with the Wildcats.
And the Wildcats are led once again by Brady Wall. He's at 10 points. Ty Hager with 6 points. Tate Intorf with 5 points. Anderson Holtz with 3. And Lucas Chestnut with 2 points. So 26 points for the Wildcats. They shot 37% in the first half. 4 of 11 behind the arc. That's 36. 7 of 19 inside. That's 37%. They shot 1 free throw. They did not make it. And they had 8 turnovers in that first half.
Let's go to the totals now for Edgewood Colesburg.
Edco is led by Will Wiskus. He's got 8 points. Kyler Cole with 6. Jorge Blanco with 3 points. Bryce Stannard with 2 points. And McCoy Olin with 2 points. So there's their 21 points. They shot 36% in the first half. 3 of 6 behind the arc. That's 50%. A little cooler inside. 5 of 16. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, so made everything when they got there, and only 7 turnovers for the Vikings.
And again, they had 4 fouls and did not get number 5 before the end of the half. The other thing is the first quarter, we mentioned the pace of the ball game not to Edco's liking, but we have settled into the type of game they were hoping for.
Yeah, and you know, that first quarter, the pace was just a little bit quick, but the Vikings hung with them. But they know we can't do this for 4 quarters, so the pace in the second quarter much more to their liking. And I think their defensive effort is where it needs to be right now.
All right, want to pass along. Edco, of course, going on a 2-hour delay tomorrow. A number of schools are, with the temperature expected to reach 18 below tonight. And for the latest cancellations, go to kctn.com, click on the cancellation tab. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll talk about what's coming up in the girls' tournament tomorrow night. And we'll have second half action. You're listening to Edco Tournament Basketball from KCTN Sports.
It's pretty unusual for a bank to be 100% employee-owned. And Freedom Bank wouldn't have it any other way. Employee-owned means we're not just your bank. We're your friends and neighbors. We value being active community partners, and we believe in donating generously to local causes. We empower success, not just for our customers, but for our communities as well. Visit Freedom Bank in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Walk-On, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Hey, sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local-friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Edco Tournament Basketball is brought to you in part by Blooms Flowers, Gifts, and More in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home, and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, KAR Auto Group, Bacon Concrete in Postville, and Furniture Showcase in Oilwine, lighting, showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. At the half, Maquoketa Valley leads 26-21. We have an update. South Wind leads Starmont 37-14. Again, the winner of this ball game heads to South Wind on Thursday night. So South Wind in control against Starmont. We mentioned Central Wapsie Valley tied at the half at 29. Don Bosco beat Clayton Ridge 76-46, and it is Anamosa on their way to defeating Postville 43-16. Our girls tournament coverage continues tomorrow night on KCTN. Well, we'll have the Edco East Buchanan ball game, the third matchup between those two teams. Chalk Talk at 6:30, game time 7 o'clock here on KCTN FM 100, live video streamed on KCTN.com. Edco girls strong finish against Central on Thursday night.
Yeah, they had a nice finish there and lost the first two meetings with East Buchanan. But we talk about the strength of that Tri-Rivers Conference West. East Buchanan's 6 losses are to the 3 teams above them who are also ranked, and Edco's losses to those teams. So obviously a strong conference, so we're interested to see how that third matchup is going to play out tomorrow night.
Yeah, East Buchanan is ranked, so there's 4 teams from the Tri-Rivers West, and all 4 of those teams finished above Edgewood, Colesburg. But the Vikings hoping the third time is a charm. And again, our Chalk Talk starts tomorrow night at 6:30. Second half of this ball game, pace to Edco's liking. Obviously here, you're in this ball game. You want to give yourselves a chance to be in the fourth quarter. Let's talk about the second half first off for the Vikings.
Well, I think for the Vikings, you got to stay with the defensive pressure. You did a nice job adjusting after Maquoketa Valley beat you kind of on the baseline into the lane a couple of times. You adjusted well to that. You've identified shooters. I think take care of the basketball, but keep working it inside on the offensive end. Work inside out to get those three-point shooters open.
Maquoketa Valley turnovers have really kind of plagued them here in the half court.
It has, and I'm sure Coach Connor talked about that at the halftime, but they got to clean that up, and they got to get their shooters involved here, but Edco's going to start with the ball.
Vikings basketball to start the second half. Lang inbounds, the ball was deflected near the sideline, but picked up by Stagger. Lang, Stagger, also a correction there, Standard I should say, along with Stagger, Wiskus, Oland, and Cole. That's the starting 5 for the Vikings. Left side, stopping his dribble is Standard, and Wiskus, good job here, coming up to help out. Wiskus, his defender falls down, he drives in, takes the shot, blocked by Hager, but it goes out of bounds off the hands of Holtz, stays down here. Holtz, also out there, Hager, Knipper, Intorf, and Wall out there to start the second half for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and the Vikings just look a little out of sorts here to start the second half. Not sure what they want to do with this basketball.
And now we've got an offensive foul. This is a moving screen. Olin tried to set the screen at the free throw line as Wiskus tried to roll off the shoulder.
Yeah, tried to set that screen and didn't give him that step. Stepped right into it, moved with him a little bit. So that's going to go down as a turnover for the Vikings.
So back in the offensive end, Intorf, Holtz Gets it over to Intorf on the left side. Back on top to Holtz. They continue in that 2-3 extended zone. Knipper to the elbow area with Hager. Tried to go back out on top. It's knocked away by Stagger. Then I believe we're going to have a little bit of a nudge on Stagger, as ending up on the floor was Holtz. Both of them hustling after the basketball, and that'll be our second whistle against the Vikings here, and the third on Stagger, a bit of a concern.
Well, and both of them were trying to dribble out of that loose ball instead of securing it first and then trying to dribble.
Intorf to Wall, elbow area with Hager, wide open, going to turn, fire up the 15-footer. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound with 4 Vikings crashing the board along with Knipper from Mac Valley. It is tipped by Wiskus, and he's able to control it. So a minute here into our third quarter. Stagger back in the offensive end. Wildcats continue man-to-man. That's all they've played throughout. And right side Stannard has it on the wing. Goes off a pick. Again, looking to Oland. Oland, middle of the lane, brings it left side, takes a contested shot, but it's blocked there. Trying to save it out of bounds is Intorf, but he runs out of room on the far sideline, the baseline area, and it'll stay down here with the Vikings. Shot clock's at 14.
Yeah, McCoy Oland just didn't have his legs under him, didn't go up strong with that. Just kind of flip it up there.
Stagger, wide open. Cole just popped outside the lane, hits the baseline 12-footer, and the Vikings score first to start this second half. Knipper back out on top. With it there is Holtz. Holtz, right side, Intorf. Hager now off the right elbow. Brings it right side to, again, Holtz. Intorf, right wing with the basketball. High post area to Hager. Nice feed underneath to Knipper. Wide open underneath. Again, the defense came up there in a nice cut along the back door by Knipper, who scores the basket. Stannard quickly into the offensive end. And Maquoketa Valley, good job getting back defensively. So the Vikings reset here, down by 5. That's the biggest lead for either team. Stannard drives in, pass over to Oland. Oland backs his way up, but misses the shot on the right block, and the rebound deflected out of bounds. It was highly contested, but Oland there just couldn't fight through the hands.
Well, and he put it up nice and soft, thinking, I don't want to put it too strong, but left it a little short and wasn't able to get anything on it.
Lang in. Cole checks out for the Vikings. Inbounds to Oland. Oland back to Stagger. Deep right corner. Launches the 3. It is well long. I mean, it's 3-4 feet long. And the rebound easily picked up by Knipper. So back offensively, Intorf. High post area with Hager at the right elbow. Back to Wall. Wall drives baseline, and I believe a little nudge there by Lang. And that's the third whistle against the Vikings here in the third.
Yeah, we saw this in the second quarter. They kind of got themselves in foul trouble early. This is 3 fouls in the first 3 minutes. Vikings got to clean it up a little bit with the hands.
Yeah, we've played 2 minutes and 12 seconds, and there's 3 fouls. Second foul, by the way, on Lang. Into the backcourt to Holtz. Holtz, right side to Intorf. In the corner, Wall, deep right corner. Has to bring it back over. Left side to Holtz, absolutely wide open. Left side for 3, got it. An 8-point lead, and the Wildcats getting a little distance here.
Yeah, feeling a little breathing room after that big 3 by Holtz.
Stagger across the timeline. Again, the Vikings walk it ahead into the offensive end as Stagger gets them into their set. On top to Wiskus. Wiskus left side to Stannard in the lane to Olin on the left block. Takes a left-handed shot. Too strong on it. Played Annie over. Rebound pulled down by Knipper. And here's the Wildcats back offensively. Wall right side to Intorf. Back out on top to Wall. Wall again kicks it back in the corner to Intorf on the right side. In the lane to Knipper. Swings it left side. Holtz step behind the arc. Left side for 3. Got another one. And here comes a timeout by the Vikings. Mac Valley now commanding a 34-23 lead. And Edco uses their second timeout. Let's take this break.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Hi, this is Tara Fink, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Helping people bottom line is the biggest reason I chose a career in mental health. During my own struggles, it was difficult to find good support in this area. Therefore, I vowed to come back home to help meet the great need for mental health care in Northeast Iowa. I'm available for consultations at both the Walk-On and Postville Clinic locations, offering assessment, diagnosis, and medication management for all mental illnesses.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Second timeout taken by Edco. This is an 8-2 Maquoketa Valley run here to start the third quarter. They lead by 11 now.
Yeah, just hitting a couple of shots, and you knew this is a good shooting team. They hit about 41% of their field goals. They shoot about 32% behind the arc, so you knew it was a matter of time they were going to hit some shots, and they've started to string a couple together.
Miller has checked in for Olin. Vikings beat the full court pressure into the offensive end. Lang left side back out on top to Stagger. Stagger, as Maquoketa Valley now, by the way, continues to play man-to-man, but really sagging off on the weak side. Meanwhile, baseline, Miller, left wing to Lang. Lang at the free throw line, pulls up, 15-footer, it is good. That was a tough shot. Defender, their hand in the face.
Yeah, just hit that free throw line and elevated, a nice finish.
Hager spins, feeds it left side to Knipper, who bobbles it. Back to Intorf. Intorf back down low. Knipper swings it left side in the corner. Now it is Wall. Back right side on the wing. He's open. Got another three. So now the Wildcats have hit 3 threes in a row, and the Vikings turn it over at center court. Stagger tried to go to Standard. Standard knew there was a double team waiting, never secured the basketball, and the turnover gives it back to the Wildcats.
Now you're looking at a double-digit deficit here without the ball, so the Vikings are going to have to turn it up defensively a little bit, and they're going to have to hit some shots.
Standard and Stagger check out. Back into the game is Cole, and also in there as well is Blanco. Halfway through the third quarter, Mac Valley leads by 12 now. Top of the key, Holtz. Left side to Wall, knocked away by Miller, but Holtz able to track it down, and he works it back on over here now to Holtz. Holtz right side to Intorf. Intorf baseline, and deep right corner, Holtz open for three, circled around, got it to stay down. Wildcats burning the nets. They lead by 15 now.
They're 4 for 4 on three-pointers in this quarter alone.
Lang back in the offensive end. Wildcats here on defense, digging in. They've only given up 2 points here in the third quarter. Lang, left side, gets out of the double team, goes baseline, and the pass actually intercepted by Intorf. Intorf, crossover dribble, stops, and then wisely brings it back over to, again, Holtz on top. Holtz drives in, knocked away by Cole. Loose ball into the hands of the Vikings and into the hands there of Wiskus.
Well, and this is one of those situations you want to be patient if you're the Vikings, but you have to have some urgency to hit shots.
Cole, left side to Lang. Vikings need a basket. Lang drives in, knocked away, and as he comes down with it, they call a reach-in foul. He was nudged from behind. And I believe the foul on Knipper, that is the first whistle against the Wildcats here in the third.
Yeah, I don't think that foul was on the defender on top. I think he got a piece of the ball, but the guy behind had a nudge, and that's what they had called.
And that is Knipper. Another score to pass along. It is Anamosa leading Postville 64-27. That is at the end of the third quarter. Meanwhile, Vikings take it. Stagger just came in, goes to Miller. Miller back in the far right corner to Stagger, who saves it out of bounds, back into the hands of Blanco. Wiskus, by the way, checking out. Meanwhile, McCoy Olin also checked in. They lose the basketball at the elbow area, and Olin commits a reach-in foul. That's the fourth whistle on the Vikings after they turn it over.
Well, and the Vikings need to look to score. They had a nice inbounds play, and I know it was drawn up to go back to the guy on the outside for the three, but Miller found himself open, but didn't take that shot, kicked it back out. They got to look to score when they have those openings.
Standard back in. Blanco checks out. 3 minutes left in our third quarter. And right side, Holtz on the right baseline area now. Driving in, it is Intorf. Back left side to Holtz. Wide open left side for three. They finally cool off, but the rebound hits off the front of the rim and into the hands of Knipper. Back over left corner is Holtz. Holtz back out on top to Wall. Wall off the dribble, back corner, Intorf open, deep left corner for three, and that one's off the front of the rim. Cole, nice job securing the rebound off the right for the Vikings. So Vikings back offensively, Stagger ahead of the pack, but Maquoketa Valley slides over defensively and stops the dribble. Miller drives baseline, slides in from the left, the layup, it is up, it is in, foul, count the basket, and Miller, a young freshman, burst to the basket off the left side.
Well, Stagger kind of had his momentum slowed down and kind of gave it to Miller streaking around the corner, and he just finishes strong on the baseline, gets the basket, gets the foul.
Wiskus in, Olin checks out, Miller, the freshman, goes to the free throw line, and a chance to finish off the three-point play, trying to bring the Vikings, if they can, back within a dozen. Meanwhile, Maquoketa Valley will check out Knipper as Chestnut comes into the game for the Wildcats. Both these teams going 8 deep so far tonight.
Yep, just subbing freely with those guys, keeping fresh arms, fresh legs, fresh lungs in there.
Miller's free throw, it is good. Finishes off the three-point play, 40-28, as the Vikings have scored 5 points in this third quarter at about the 6-minute mark. Hager, baseline pass to Intorf. Intorf drives in, covered, tried to go right side to Wall, deflected out of there. Miller beats everybody to the basketball, saves it near the right corner for the Vikings. They force another turnover. Stagger races into the offensive end, takes a Euro step, drives in, the shot no good, but fouled as he crashes to the floor. A defender down as well, trying to draw the charge in Holtz, but the foul called on Holtz. Stagger went 1-on-3 and goes to the free throw line for 2.
And I think he lucked out there because he got bumped before he crashed into that defender. That defender had good position, but he got bumped prior to that, so he's going to get the free throw.
And Hager actually called for the foul. Free throw on its way by Stagger. It is good, 40-29. So the Vikings here trying to get this within single digits by the time they can get to the fourth.
Yeah, I think that if they're there, I think they feel pretty confident that they've gotten back into it, but they want to get this inside 10 points.
Second free throw being eyed by Stagger. Takes his time. That free throw rolls over to the front of the rim, rolls through. It is good, and they're back within 10. So a quick 5-0 spurt by the Vikings. Right side, actually left side into the offensive end is Holtz. Back on top to Wall. High post area to Hager. Baseline. Chestnut kicks it in the corner. Now they go left wing, and open there is again Holtz, but that three-pointer is long. But the long rebound tracked down in the corner, and now here's the 5th foul on Edgewood Colesburg. And it goes into the hands of Wall. He'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, and that's not the guy you want to put at the free throw line. Brady Wall, we talked about how good of a shooter he is. He's also a 73% free throw shooter.
And we have another score to pass along. Wapsie Valley leads Central at the end of 3, 50-44. Miller for Edco. Looks like may have had the wind knocked out of him as he will check out of the ball game as Lang comes in.
Yeah, they were going to get a sub for him right away.
Yeah, Jaden Miller, the 6-foot freshman. Just looked like he's trying to catch his breath as he heads to the end of the Edco bench. So Wall to the free throw line for 2. Free throw just off the mark, rolled to the left. It is no good. He'll get another opportunity. That last foul was called on Standard. That is Standard's 2nd foul. So again, at the free throw line, Wall trying to salvage 1 of 2. Free throw there, it is good. Swishes it through. And now I believe we've got another substitution, as it will be number 11 coming in, and Eli Doherty played in the first half. Doherty checks in, and Intorf checks out for the Wildcats, who've shortened up their bench a bit here in the second half.
They have, but here they go, full court man-to-man, just to try to slow down the Vikings a little bit.
And Stagger brings it into the offensive end, down by 11. Top of the key, left side to Lang. Lang looking for Wiskus, and the left block spins, drops the shot. It is no good. He traveled with the basketball. Yeah, he had the right idea, but ended up shuffling the feet as he tried to spin off the left side.
Well, and I think Coach Olin was arguing he was making that pivot foot. He hadn't set his pivot foot yet when he went to make that turn, but officials saw it differently there.
And again, Holtz, right side to Wall. Wall beats the pressure, feeds it back on top to Holtz. Holtz, center court circle. Left side to Doherty. Doherty goes back on top to Wall as they work it around the perimeter. Hager, right corner area, wide open. That is Chestnut, deep right corner for 3. It is no good. Rebound saved there by Doherty. Back over to Holtz, who drives in, slides between the defense, and just outside the lane, kisses it off the glass. And they're back up by 13 with a minute to go here in the third.
And Holtz up to 14 points. He averages about 8 a ball game. He's having a nice night.
And he's hit a couple of 3-pointers that have been huge in this third quarter. So again, on top, Lang feeds it back to Stagger. Stagger at the top of the key, feeds it back over on top to Standard. Standard trying to go off a pick, nothing doing. Standard stops his dribble on top to Cole. Cole brings it to stops, baseline to Wiskus. Baseline 17-footer, short, grazed the side of the rim, and the long rebound goes out of bounds. 35.5 seconds to go in the quarter. Technically, Mac Valley can work for the last shot if they choose.
Yeah, we got a couple substitution here. Number 10, Intorf back into the ball game. McCoy Olin back in for the Vikings.
As Cole checks out for, once again, Maquoketa Valley. And let's see if they work for the final shot, leading by 13. Of course, Coach Eric Connor played on the first Coach Olin team at Edco, played the first 2 years there of the Coach Olin's head coaching era here. So they know each other quite well. They've played a number of years. 7 years they've been playing against each other. So they've had some outstanding 14 matchups through that time. Meanwhile, we're down to 10 seconds to go as Maquoketa Valley just works it around. Center court circle, they'll get into their offense. And left side, they go baseline to Hager. Hager down to Chestnut, who facing his back toward the basket, flipped it up with the right hand. It's up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. And a 3-point opportunity on a nifty move by Chestnut.
Nifty play. He had his back to the basket and just kind of reached up backwards like a reverse layup, but I don't know if he knew exactly where he was, but it was a clean shot.
1.8 seconds left in the quarter. Free throw, it is good. They lead by 16 as Salo will come in. Wall will get a breather. This is just for the final 1.8 seconds. But this has been a dominant third quarter right now by Maquoketa Valley. They've put up 17 points, outscoring Edco 17-9 in this quarter. So 1.8 seconds left here in the third. Vikings have to go the length of the court. Stagger thought about the three-quarters court heave. Instead works it over to Lang. Lang gets off a half-court shot well after the buzzer. It is short, and the third quarter comes to an end. Mac Valley now leads 46-30 as we go to the fourth. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Edco Tournament Basketball is brought to you in part by Lloyd Kelchin Grain, G&G Land Solutions in Edgewood, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. And Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. 46-30, Maquoketa Valley extending, now leading by 16. We have a final. Anamosa has defeated Postville tonight, 54 the final. Anamosa over Postville, 77-54. Again, Don Bosco beat Clayton Ridge, 76-46. Wapsie Valley leads Central, 50-44 at the half. South Wind leading, that was actually at the end of third. South Wind leads Starmont 37-14 at the half. We start the fourth quarter. Wall open, right side on the wing for three. No good, but the rebound bounces right back to him. He drives in left side, uses the left hand, but leaves that off the rim short as Wiskus clears the rebound. Wiskus, Cole, Lang, along with Stagger, and also out there is Standard to start the fourth quarter with the Vikings with possession, down by 16, trying to work their way back. Salo, Chestnut, also out there is Holtz, along with Wall, and here's an offensive foul as Stagger drove in the lane, extended that arm a little bit, and Holtz goes sliding down on the court.
And that's going to be his fourth foul, so Stagger's going to have to play clean from here on out.
Let's reset the five out there for Mac Valley, as you have Chestnut, Holtz, Wall, Intorf, and Salo. So there's the five out there. What was our shooting in the third quarter?
For the Wildcats, they were 7 of 12, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. They were 3 of 9 for the Vikings, 3 of 3 from the free throw line.
Chestnut, left wing, open for three, got it! So they hit another three, and now up by 19 a minute into our fourth quarter.
Yeah, and we knew they were going to be they're a good shooting team, but Edco's gotten a little slower out there on closing out on Brady Wall.
Cole to, again, Wiskus. Wiskus stops his dribble, needs somebody to come help him out, and he's able to flip it there to Lang, but the ball deflected. It's a turnover into the hands of Maquoketa Valley. Driving in is Wall, who hangs in the air as Stagger goes by, lays it up and in, and a timeout taken by Edco. It's 51-30. Mac Valley pulling away. Let's take this timeout.
Inspiring.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
51-30, Maquoketa Valley in the lead. They have outscored Edco in the second half 25-9. So it was a tight ball game at the half. Edco right where they want to be, and Maquoketa Valley has found their rhythm offensively.
Yeah, that third quarter was huge. Anderson Holtz, he hit 3 big threes in that third quarter. Brady Wall hit a 3, hit a few free throws, so they were doing things the right way.
So backcourt area, they get it inbounds to Stagger. Stagger brings it across the timeline here offensively as the Vikings use their third timeout there. Stagger brings it right side, goes to Wiskus. He's open just off the right side of the basket, misses the shot 6 feet away. And Wiskus had some good looks in the first half. Really one of the better looks he's had this second half.
Yeah, and good look there. Just left a little short, a little too soft.
Wall, back right side to Intorf. Baseline to Salo. Back over to Wall. Wall in the lane looking for Chestnut. An errant pass deflected out of there by Lang. Loose ball picked up there by Wiskus. Back in the offensive end, Standard. But again, Maquoketa Valley gets back defensively. Wiskus drives along the baseline, kicks it left side to Miller. Top of the key, Stagger open, top of the key for three. That shot no good. Rebound kicks to the right, and it's tracked down by Intorf. So 2 minutes into our fourth quarter, Maquoketa Valley leads 21 points here. Meanwhile, South Wind is on their way to advancing Thursday night. They lead 60-21 over Starmont. Baseline Salo, baseline 15-footer off the back of the rim. Rebound tracked down by Chestnut, and Chestnut brings it right back out on top to Wall. Wall, right side, again, that's Holtz open right side for three. It is short. Chestnut comes crashing in, gets the rebound, tries to save it as he bounced it on the floor, flying out of bounds, but into the hands of Lang. So the Vikings able to stop that possession, but need to get hot and need to somehow do it in a hurry. And again, now you've got to be a little quicker than what you wanted to be on offense. Meanwhile, Stagger fed it there to Wiskus, who drives in, has the ball knocked away, but it'll go off the right side of the basket for the Vikings.
Hey, you want to be in a hurry, to get good shots. And I know that's hard to understand, but you got to be patient on offense, but in a hurry for a good shot, knock them down. You got to continue with the defense, and they've been slow getting to the shooters on the defensive end, the Vikings.
Oland in, Wiskus checks out for the Vikings. Meanwhile, Hager has come back into the ball game. Also coming back in is Knipper for Mac Valley. On top, Miller, right side to Stagger, drives baseline, bounces it to Oland, and that pass, a reach-in foul from behind. Oland, nice job sealing his defender. Reaching in from behind was Holtz. And the Vikings will now take it off the left side of the basket.
And that was only the first foul on the Wildcats. They've been playing pretty clean tonight. I don't think we've gotten the bonus yet.
Inbounds to Olin, deep left corner, 5-minute mark here of our fourth quarter. Miller goes off a pick, swings it right side to Stagger. Stagger pulls up, 15-footer, free throw line drive it short, hit the front of the rim. Knipper gets the rebound and races into the offensive end, but a good job by the Vikings getting back defensively. Left side, Holtz kicks it in the near corner. Left side, launching the three is Intorf. It is long, but another offensive rebound. And this time, it is once again Knipper who feeds it back to Wall. His three-pointer circled in and out, no good. And the Vikings clear it. Standard drives in, and he's fouled on the drive in off the right side, as Standard had an advantage, and Holtz commits the second foul for Mac Valley.
Yeah, good attack there that time by Bryce Standard, realizing, hey, we got to score in a hurry. We've got numbers here. Let's try to attack. Gets the foul, so he's going to have to earn them at the free throw line.
And this will be 2 for Standard. 4.5 left in our fourth. Second foul on Holtz. Free throw, it is off the front of the rim. It is no good. Edco put Maquoketa Valley into the bonus in the third quarter. That's been it. Both these teams, for the most part, been a well-played half-court game.
It has. We've had good flow up and down the court, that's for sure. So,
all right. Miller was over at the bench. The official wanted to make sure who's checking in, who's checking out. Olin has checked out of the ball game. And in back there is Wiskus. Meanwhile, Blanco has also checked in. Free throw, it is good. I believe Stagger checked out for the Vikings, and that certainly is the case. Yeah. 1 of 2 free throws made there. 51-31, Mac Valley in the lead. Back offensively, then again, they get it left side to Wall, drives baseline, goes in from the left side, muscles it up and in. And the Vikings give up the baseline. It's a 22-point lead, biggest lead of the night right now for Maquoketa Valley, and they take a timeout. 4:22 to go, 53-31. Let's take this break.
Alameda Clayton Electric provides more than energy. They also provide tips to help keep you safe. Use portable space heaters safely. The safest types have switches that turn the heater off if it's knocked over. Keep portable heaters away from papers, bedding, draperies, and other combustible materials to prevent fires, and keep them away from water to prevent electric shock. Never leave a space heater unattended or leave children alone in a room with a space heater. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Edco Tournament Basketball is brought to you in part by Nutrient Ag Solutions in Edgewood, Shimley, Real Moments on Real Wood, Leonard Miller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and by TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Maquoketa Valley uses their second timeout, leading 53-31, and I would think This timeout is about we can be patient on offense, even more so now.
Be patient on offense, continue with the aggressive defense. I think they want to still force Edco to handle the ball here.
So inbounds after the timeout, Vikings have it. Full court pressure by Maquoketa Valley, by the way. And it is Standard who loses the basketball and is picked up there by, once again, Maquoketa Valley and Intorf. Some full court pressure there, and it looked like trapping pressure by Mac Valley.
Yeah, man-to-man run and jump pressure, full court that time.
Left side, Intorf. Intorf goes baseline, and they go down to the elbow area with Wall. Wall bounces it to Hager, wide open on the left side, up and in. Nice assist by Wall. Hager used that frame to shield everybody. They lead by 24 right now.
Yeah, they've got things in control here. Vikings got to get baskets, and they got to be a little urgent attacking the basket.
Final score of this ball game will not tell the story. Standard right side for three. Got it. They've only scored 13 points this second half. Standard hits the shot, and now we've got, I believe, a timeout taken by Edco. All right, 3:39 to go. 55-34 is our score. Timeout on the court taken by the Vikings. They trail.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
3:39 to go here in our fourth quarter. 55-34, Maquoketa Valley on their way to playing Thursday night at South Wind in a district semifinal. As Edco here taking a timeout, and this is, again, what you're trying to do is you want to set up full court pressure now because you're down and you want to make a run here if you can to get this game a little closer, and they come up with 2-2-1 full court pressure. So back offensively, it is in the offensive end, Intorf to Wall. They beat the pressure and back over on top. Maquoketa Valley, of course, really guard-oriented, so they have no problem there with having to face some pressure. Wall right side, and that is Holtz in the corner to Knipper. Knipper stops the dribble, back out on top. Wall absolutely wide open for three. Got it. So Wall has heated up in this second half. 58-34. Wildcats a shooting clinic here in the second half.
Yeah, their second half much stronger than that first half. And Vikings running out of gas a little bit on the defensive end.
Cole to Standard off the elbow, 15-footer short. He was drifting back. Rebound pulled down by Knipper. Inside 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Knipper back left side. They're working on top to Holtz. Wide open. Top of the key for three off the front of the rim. Cole has the rebound knocked away by Intorf. Intorf feeds it left side. Here's Wall left side for three. Got another one. 61-34. We're not going to get to the 35-point rule, are we?
I don't think we will, but they keep shooting like they could.
Standard drives along the baseline, has the shot. As he drives up, he's blocked. And Intorf, along with Wall, converge defensively. Fouls on one of those guys. 2.5 to go. It was a 5-point game at the half, and it's 61-34 right now. Mac Valley leads.
And you said it. The final score is not going to be indicative on how this game was played. Maquoketa Valley, a better shooting team, and that showed in that third quarter, and that's where they pulled away.
A final score, Wapsie Valley has defeated Central, 62-50, the final score there. Lang in, Miller checks out. Meanwhile, Chestnut into the ball game, and also back in there as well will be Salo. Hager checks out, and I believe Intorf checked out as well. Second free throw there, it is good. Both made there by Standard. He'll check out as Jack Steger comes back into the ball game. The Vikings have three seniors that they're going to lose. And again, one of their senior leaders, Will Wiskus, also Kyler Cole is a senior, and as well as you have Price Rochford, again, who has been missing since about the halfway point of the season, dealing with an injury. Hope to have him back for track and baseball. On top, again, here's Wall, wide open, another three, step behind the arc. 64-36 as the Wildcats have scorched the nets this second half.
Yeah, they're just shooting lights out, and Edco just hasn't had an answer here. We're talking a 21-point difference now.
Stagger back out on top to Cole. We'll get you what they are from the three-point line this second half in just a bit. Here's Blanco, step behind the arc for three. That shot grazed the right side of the backboard. It was long. Rebound by Maquoketa Valley. And now they want a timeout, a full timeout. Apparently everybody wants to get their timeouts in. 1:49 to go. 64-36. Back with the finish, maybe after this.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt and Ann at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
So if you're keeping track of timeouts, Edco still has one. Maquoketa Valley has two, and you thought maybe they were just going to make some substitutions, but that's not the case. As Coach Connor wanted to talk with his team, still some instructions to go through.
Yeah, absolutely. And you had asked about their shooting in the second half. The Wildcats are 8 of 17 behind the three-point line. So that's 24 points scoring just behind the arc in that second half.
So across the timeline, good job by Maquoketa Valley, beating the pressure. 90 seconds left here. They can work some clock. And to left side to Walls, they start to salt this ball game away. Again, they go to South Wind on Thursday night. Wall at the free throw line, kicks it right side. Intorf check back in the game, right side for three. That was shot no good. Kicks to the far corner, and it's tracked down there by number 14, and that is Landon Campbell, a 6-foot junior making his first appearance. With a minute to go, we might see some more subs coming in. I think Maquoketa Valley getting ready to do that. Left side, Kyler Cole. Cole, a step behind the arc at the free throw line, cut off, and goes left sideline to Stagger. Stagger at the elbow, middle of the lane, covered immediately. Back left side to Campbell. Tried to go right side. The ball hit the rim. It wasn't a shot. It was a pass, but deflects into the hands of Stagger. Stagger drives underneath, loses the basketball, and then we're going to have a foul on Stagger as he tried to track down the loose basketball, ran into Intorf, helps him up. A little 5 given to each one there. Maquoketa Valley gets it back, and we've got tons of subs at the scorers table.
Well, that's going to be the 5th foul on Jack Stagger, but doesn't matter. They've got 5 subs waiting at the scorer's bench anyway.
All right, so the 2 seniors check out. Price Rochford, of course, has been there all year long in support, but with that big big bandage he's got there in his right, that walking boot
he's got.
Into the game, Carter Knipper, a 5'9 freshman. Number 24 into the game, and Carter Batten, a 6'1 junior. Number 44 into the game as well, Kale Helmrichs. Number 40 is William Hoffman, and number 55 is Connor Balls. That's who's in the ball game right now, the second unit for Edgewood Colesburg. Meanwhile, from Maquoketa Valley, it is number 24 with the basketball, Trevor Grimm. Also in there as well is Doherty back in there. Number 4 is Zachary Latham. Salo back in there as well, and also number 13 in there in Deshaun Strickland. So we did get all 5 for both these teams on the court. Meanwhile, Salo drives in right side, the layup up and in. So Salo gets into the scoring column, 30-point game. We're inside 20 seconds left here in the fourth. What a dominant second half by the Wildcats. On top, left side, driving with the basketball, it is Knipper. Knipper back left wing area now with Hoffman. Hoffman drives in, loses the basketball, picked up by Helmrichs. Right side, open for 3. Knipper, that shot, got it in the closing seconds. There you go, young freshman, into the scoring column, and the game comes to an end. Maquoketa Valley, a dominant second half. They put up 40 points in the second half, only led by 5 at the break. They go to South Wind on Thursday night as they defeat Edco by a final score of 66-39. With the win, Maquoketa Valley 15-6. Edco closes the season 7-15. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews, your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hofler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Edco Tournament Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, and by Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Maquoketa Valley outscores Edco 40-14 in the second half to win going away 66-39. Other tournament finals tonight. South Win over Starmont 69-28. Mac Valley plays at South Win on Thursday night. Wapsie Valley pulled past Central 62-50. Don Bosco over Clayton Ridge 76-46. And in Class 2A, Anamosa over Postville 77-54. Again, the Wildcats win by 27. We're joined by Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the totals, and let's start first off for Maquoketa Valley.
Maquoketa Valley led by their star, the guy who's been leading them all year long. Brady Wall finishes tonight with 30 points. Only had 10 at half. Anderson Holtz had a great night for him, 14 points. Ty Hager with 8. Tate Eantorf with 5. Lucas Chestnut with 5. 2 points for Dylan Knipper and 2 points for Preston Salo. So there's their 66 points. They shot 12 of 29 from three-point land tonight, 41%. They shot 14 of 29 inside for 48%. So 45% shooting overall tonight, 11 turnovers. Only 2 of 4 from the free throw line, but that 50%, they really didn't need those tonight. They shot well without the free throws.
Definitely love shooting on the home court tonight, especially in the second half. Let's go to the totals for the Vikings.
Yeah, 3 guys leading the way for the Vikings. Will Wiskus with 8, Bryce Stannard with 8, and Kyler Cole with 8. 3 points for Jorge Blanco, 3 points for Jaden Miller, 3 points for Carter Knipper, 2 points for McCoy Olin, 2 points for Christopher Lang, and 2 points for Jack Steger tonight. So 39 points total for the Vikings. They shot 35% overall. They were 5 of 11 behind the arc, 45%. So shot well behind the three-point line, 8 of 26 otherwise for 31%, 8 of 9 from the free throw line, so solid there at 89%, and only 14 turnovers after having, 7 in the first half.
Well, and for Edco, this was the game at the half that they wanted to play. 26-21. Again, you defensively played really well that first half. And sometimes you got to give the tip of the hat because Mac Valley just shot so well tonight in the second half.
They did, and we talked about how well they defend. The Vikings defended them in that first half. That first quarter got a little fast for them, I think. Took a little more out of them maybe than they wanted, but they were doing a great job of getting hands in the face, defending those shooters. But in the second half, just not as quick getting there, a little slower, half a step slower, and Maquoketa Valley took care of things and shot well.
Edco wanted to play this ball game if they could, somehow into the upper 40s. So offensively, they got to about with their 39 points in this ball game. We needed them to shoot well in this ball game tonight, and they kind of shot basically their season average. They shoot 35.6% from the field. It's been a team that's relied on defense. They've been short-staffed all year long. Certainly the effort there tonight.
Yeah, you can't fault the effort. They worked their tails off, especially in that first half, just executing their game plan and hanging around, but just not enough there in the second half, which is too bad because they had a good game plan.
All right, so again, our final score, 66-39. We'll take a break. We'll be joined by Edco coach Eric Connor. We also look forward to talking as well with Maquoketa Valley head coach Eric Connor. Sorry, still remember when he played for Edco. Also, we'll be back to talk with Justin Nolan from Edco as well when our postgame show continues after this.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping into Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
For generations, local farmers have trusted Freedom Bank to provide the financial backing they need to succeed. We have a long tradition of empowering success, and that continues today. We offer competitive financing options at competitive rates, whether for equipment purchases, building construction, land purchases, or operating capital. Visit one of Freedom Bank's experienced ag loan professionals in Elkader, Monona, Postville, and Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Edco Tournament Basketball is brought to you in part by Blooms Flowers, Gifts, and More in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home, and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, KAR Auto Group, Bacon Concrete in Postville, and Furniture Showcase in Old Wine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments. Welcome back to Maquoketa Valley. Post-game show continues. We'll talk with the coaches coming up in just a bit. Coach Olin still talking with his squad. It'll give us a chance to talk about some of the games that took place tonight. Go through that right now. Again, Maquoketa Valley beating Edco tonight by a final score of 66-39. South Wind beating Starmont tonight 69-28. And on Thursday night, that Maquoketa Valley South Wind ball game should be highly entertaining.
That should be South Wind playing really good basketball, and Maquoketa Valley shooting lights out tonight. So I expect a really good ball game up in Kalmar coming up that night.
And those are two teams that are about the same record-wise there, and it looks like it's the same kind of talent level that they have. Both teams look to me like it's going to be an even matchup. Meanwhile, the top seed in this district, Don Bosco, victorious tonight by a final score of 76-46. Clayton Ridge in a ball game that started a little early tonight. Clayton Ridge, their season comes to an end as Don Bosco advancing as the top seed again in this district.
Well, and overmatched Clayton Ridge was in that game, and they went in, play their game, see what would happen, but when you're playing the top seed, that's a tough one to come over on the road.
All right, also tonight in this district, Wapsie Valley over Central tonight, 62-50, a ball game that was tied at the half, but Wapsie Valley pulls away 62-50, the final score of that ball game.
Yeah, Wapsie Valley plays in a tough conference.
And that was a 4-5 matchup, by the way.
That was a 4-5 matchup, so it was kind of a toss-up there. We didn't know what to expect out of that. Warriors must have played well. We're hanging with them at halftime, but a little too much Wapsie Valley Warriors overcome the Central Warriors.
All right, also tonight in Class 2A, Anamosa beating Postville tonight by a final score of 77-54. Postville, of course, in 2A, and that was a challenge heading to go to Anamosa in that ball game tonight. They fell down early. Certainly continued to work, but dropped a 23-point decision.
And Anamosa's in a tough conference as well. They're down in that River Valley conference, and just brought a lot of talent to the floor, and I'm sure Postville, gave it their all, but defensively probably had a tough time with the good shooters that Anamosa has.
Yeah, we lost 5 teams, five of our 7 area teams that we follow. We lost in the tournament tonight, and we thought that could possibly happen.
We knew it was a possibility. A lot of the teams weren't favored going in tonight, but Clayton Ridge loses to number 1 Don Bosco. Central loses that tough one, the 5-4 matchup. South Wind beats Starmont. We knew Starmont was going to have to play well in that one to compete, and same thing with the Postville-Anamosa game in 2A. Anamosa, a good team, and Postville would have had to play well. Anamosa would have to be a little off, so we kind of expected some of these tonight, but yeah, we go from 7-2 that we're still following, and they both had buys.
And that'll be in Class 2A, as North Fayette Valley and MFL Marmac, both 2 seeds, despite the fact that North Fayette Valley is 21-0. They're the 2 seed in their district. Appleton-Parkersburg is the top seed, by the way. And North Fayette Valley will play the winner of Sumner-Fred and Allwine, as that ball game should be just about final, but that ball game will be at West Union on Thursday night. That's where we will be for the boys tournament coming up on Thursday night. Our girls tournament coverage actually continues tomorrow night. We've got the Edco matchup at East Buchanan as the Vikings face a top 15 team.
Yeah, we talk about the differences in conferences and things like that, and here's an in-conference matchup tonight. We got another in-conference matchup tomorrow night, so these teams very familiar with each other, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of game plans the coaches bring to that third time.
East Buchanan girls, again, they've played a tough schedule, only 6 losses. The 3 teams in the Tri-Rivers Conference that are ahead of them are ranked. By the way, for Edco, they're on the same side, so the 4 teams ahead of them in the conference are all ranked. So Edco hoping the third time is a charm. Our Chalk Talk begins at 6:30, game time at 7 o'clock here on KCTN FM 100. Live video streamed on KCTN.com. So that'll be tomorrow night. Then again, Thursday night we'll have the matchup, as it will be once again on KCTN with North Fayette Valley hosting the winner of Sumner-Fred and Allwine on Thursday night. We'll follow the MFL Marmac girls tomorrow night as well.
Yeah, we're going to see how that shakes out tomorrow night. MFL Marmac got that game tomorrow night, so we'll see where they land as well.
Yeah, we'll have updates on that matchup. Meanwhile, our post-game show continues. We're joined by Maquoketa Valley. You used to play for Edco.
Absolutely, yeah.
Maquoketa Valley head coach Eric Connor. Coach, first off here, let's talk about this second half. Certainly a great half of basketball played by your team.
Yeah, I think what really kind of got us going was Anderson Holtz's ability to score from the point guard position. Edco's super aggressive, and they over-rotate in their zone. And our ability to have him distribute and find the weak side of that zone and be able to hit those shots. And then obviously Brady's second half was pretty impressive, and his shooting ability is something you can't coach, to be honest with you.
Those two teams, those two players combined to go 8 of 18 from the three-point line in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was a difference in the ball game. And we have this year, we spent a lot of time practicing at this hoop because it's our second half hoop. And we have shot the ball better on this half of the court in the second half. So, again, I just really proud of our guys for sticking with it. Props to Edco for, they had us off-timed really more than anything. Like I said, they're super aggressive and they're scrappy. And we were trying to attack the gaps like we needed to in their zone, but we weren't playing off 2 feet. Everything was just off balance. They were getting their hands on our passes and stuff. Literally the only adjustment we made at halftime was get into the gaps of the zone and jump stop and play off 2 feet. Either you're going to score for yourself or you're going to be able to find that pass for your teammates. So.
Now, Wall had 30 points for you. Holtz had 14. Wall had 20 in the second half. Holtz added 11 of his 14 in the second half. Obviously, those two get going. Means good things for you. Also, Ty Hager, I think, had a solid game for you tonight with 8 points.
Absolutely. I think he scored the first 6 points of the game for us. I thought Edco adjusted well to that. That was our goal, and it has been the other 2 times that we've played them is, as aggressive as they are, that short corner area or the block area, especially on the back side of their zone, is always wide open. And Ty did a really good job of finding that open spot. And he's learned as the season's gone on. He struggled early, finishing around the hoop, but he got an and one early in the game, and like I said, it scored our first 6 points to get us going. If he doesn't score those first 6 points, I don't know if we score in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game. We just didn't get shots to fall. So I thought he had a nice – and then the other thing I thought he did well, he offensive rebounded well, and I thought we did a really good job of that in the second half as well.
Absolutely. Defensively, you hold Edco to 39 points. I think you're pleased with that part of the game.
Absolutely, yeah. When they had 14 at the end of the first quarter, and we felt like that was too many. Our guys, like I said, we didn't make any adjustments other than we just needed to be more disciplined. We needed to move when the ball was in the air rather than eating your popcorn and watching.
Sure.
But again, our guys they stuck with it. They hung in there. Kind of absorbed the punches that Edco threw, so to speak, and responded when they needed to.
All right, now you get Southwind. They were victorious tonight by a final score of 69-28 over Starmont. Know anything about the Warriors?
I don't. I've scouted them twice. We had 2 common opponents. They played Elkader. We played them earlier in the year, and then they played East Buchanan. So I've scouted them not too in depth. I know they're athletic. They're long. Other than that, I don't know a ton about them. So I'm going to probably make a few phone calls to some coaches that I know in the Upper Iowa that can help me with some insight, hopefully. Other than that, our focus is us more than anything. We got to shore up the things that we need to get better at, and we could take away from this game. And then, again, no matter what, this time of year, it's about you. It's about doing the things better that you need to each week.
What are some of those things you're looking to get better from tonight's ball game into that game Thursday night?
Just, like I said, they had, on the board in there, one of our keys to every single game is we want to play at our tempo. And that's not necessarily the speed of the game. It's more an internal tempo. Like, you can't make a team rush you just because of the pressure they're throwing at you or whatever else. You got to be able to catch and square. You got to be able to use shot fakes, use ball fakes to get yourself in good scoring positions yourself. And then, when you do that, that opens up the passing lanes to find your teammates. So, again, no matter what, that's what we have to do. We'll I think we take care of the ball well in the full court, so I'm not concerned about that. Obviously, we'll focus on it a little bit in practice and touch on those things, but just glad we get another couple of days of basketball and get a few more practices with these guys.
All right, Coach, good luck to you guys in that ball game Thursday nights.
Thank you.
And look forward to catching up with you in the future.
Absolutely.
Maquoketa Valley coach Eric Connor talking things over about his Wildcat team, victorious tonight by a final score of 66-39 as they pull away in the second half. We'll take a break. Still hoping to talk to Edco coach Justin Olin when our postgame show continues after this.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Are you wanting to eat better, feel better, get your weight or other numbers under control, and need someone to hold you accountable? This is Brandy Strube, registered dietitian with Veterans Memorial Hospital. I welcome consultations with patients of all ages and look forward to helping you meet your nutritional goals. Please call the hospital to set up an appointment or ask your doctor for a referral at your next visit.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors, where we've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Alameda Clayton Electric provides more than energy. They also provide tips to help keep you safe. Did you know light bulbs can reach 300 degrees Fahrenheit and are an often overlooked fire hazard? Overloaded outlets or faulty wires can also cause fires. Never run appliance or extension cords under rugs or furniture, as the cords can overheat and cause a fire. At Alameda Clayton Electric, they care about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Edco Tournament Basketball is brought to you in part by Lloyd Kelchin Grain, G&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. And Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Edco Tournament Basketball. Welcome back to, once again, Maquoketa Valley. All right, we talked with Coach Olin here, hoping to still talk with Coach Olin, as we've seen a couple of players come out of the locker room, but apparently the conversation still continuing in the locker room. We know Coach Olin, he's not afraid to mince words and talk things.
We talked to one of his assistants, and he said, he's got one more kid to talk to, so I think he's talking one-on-one, trying to something that maybe could wait till tomorrow, because it's getting late and it's cold outside. We don't want to go home.
Well, some of us have a longer drive. We mentioned Edco on a 2-hour delay tomorrow, and lots of schools. Again, if you want to go to the cancellations, go to kctn.com, click on the cancellation tab, as that will again give you all the cancellations that are in effect for tomorrow. We expect almost every school in our area to likely go with a delay, as we're supposed to get 18 below tonight. What's it right now?
It's cold. I don't know.
Only 7 below. So we're on
that's
our
temperature. Wind chill's a little colder.
But we've got a long road to go here. So that's why we're hoping to still talk with Coach Oland on our post-game show here tonight. But at some point, we may just call it a night here and hope to catch up with them in the future. All right, let's update some things. As Coach Oland now making his way up here to talk to us, we appreciate him taking time. we know that North Fayette Valley plays Olwine now on Thursday night. Olwine beat Sumner Fred tonight, and rather convincingly.
Yeah, 59-52. That's a big win for Olwine, so a good win for them. But now North Fayette Valley boys know who they will play.
All right, so Tuesday night, tomorrow night, Edco at East Buchanan girls. Then Thursday, it is Olwine at North Fayette Valley. Chalk Talk begins each night at 6:30. Game time at 7 o'clock on KCTN FM 100. Live video streamed on KCTN.com. We're joined finally by Edco basketball coach Justin Olin. Coach, first off here, appreciate you taking time to talk to us in this ball game. First half, exactly how you guys drew it up here.
Yeah, I mean, credit to the boys for really buying into what we had to do against a very, well, you saw in the second half what MV's capable of. You know, they got multiple guys that can shoot the ball. When Holtz started hitting shots, you know, because that made us have to deal with a two-headed monster instead of the single-headed monster that we didn't do as good a job in the first half as we wanted to on him, but limited him a little bit, made his shots tougher. But, you know, Brady Wall's a heck of a good player. He made some great contested shots. But I'll tell you what, I thought our guys, even when it got tough, we'll still battle back and give ourselves the opportunity to do what we needed to do to hang around.
Well, I think that's something about this team. I mean, you lost your leading scorer and rebounder early in the season, and a lot of teams would have went, oh, that's it, the rails go off. But, man, these kids have continued to work hard for you.
Yeah, and it's credit to them. Like, you know, obviously you guys caught us there in the middle where we were kind of trying to figure stuff out a little bit, and it was disarray. I mean, you take a piece like that away, and credit to these guys for buying into, you know, not giving up on what it was. And these last 2 weeks, I really thought we battled. We practiced hard against each other. We really dialed in, and credit to them for just doing that and pushing each other. And it was from top to bottom. You know, the younger guys pushed us daily in practice, and it was just a lot of fun these last 2 weeks because they started to figure out who we were. You know, it just took that little bit of time and embrace that. You know, defensively we played our tails off. You know, struggled to make some shots here and there, and it just puts runs on where we can't answer. We were answering in the first half, and we didn't quite answer in that third quarter.
Yeah,
and needed
to shoot the ball a little better tonight, only 35%, and that's kind of been the story of the season here. But turnover-wise, 14, you can live with that.
Yep.
You had three guys scoring for you, Will Wiskus, Bryce Standard, and Kyler Cole, all with 8 points to lead you offensively.
Yeah, and I mean, we're a balanced team. You know, it's not one guy that we're going to lean on to score with, you know, how we do things. And they did a nice job, especially the first half. We were finding each other. We were answering the bell, did a nice job of feeding it inside and going to work there. And, you know, second half, I thought we still did some great things. We just missed some point blanks, and those are big. And then they come down and get a second chance three when we could have cleaned up a rebound here and there. And it was just little things. And it wasn't for lack of effort or lack of what we were trying to do. I thought the kids did phenomenal. We just MV shot well and played well as well.
Tell me about your three seniors, Price Rochford, along with Will Wiskus, as well as Kyler Cole.
You know, when they were freshmen, they were freshmen as we had that 13 groups, that group of 13 seniors, and we told them, because we had two kind of grades where we really just didn't have just many kids out in basketball whatsoever. So it was kind of, you know, they had to grow rapidly over the last 2 years, and unfortunately we didn't get to see what the final product was going to be with Price at this time of the year. I mean, if we were playing this game, I think it's going to be a heck of a good ball game all the way to the wire.
Which was the first time.
Yeah, which was the first time. And, you know, you take a piece away like that. But, you know, Will and Kyler really stepped up, and they started really playing well and did a nice job of just leading this team and getting us to where we competed well at the end of the year and gave ourselves an opportunity to win ball games. And you know, that's credit to them and the good young men that they are, and I wish them the best of luck. I appreciate all the work they've done the last 4 years for us.
All right, we're going to let you go because you might miss the bus. So again, great season for you guys. You guys worked hard, fun to watch. We look forward to catching up in the future.
Yeah, and I just want to say I appreciate you guys following us. It's so cool that you guys come and do these games. I mean, I know I got people in Montana watching,
That's
my
cool.
wife at home watching, you know, Iowa Falls watching. I mean, it's
That's
just
pretty cool.
But they enjoy listening to you guys and you covering the kids and giving them their due, you know, both teams. I mean, what a battle tonight. You know, they deserved it. They did a great job. My kids played hard.
Yep.
It was a heck of a night. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate my family for putting up with me.
That's
as well.
all right. We appreciate all the kind words there, Coach. Look forward to catching up with you.
Yeah,
Again,
have a good one, guys.
You betcha. Maquoketa Valley victorious tonight, 66-39 the final score. We're going to wrap things up here from Maquoketa Valley. Coach, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Yep, we'll be there. We get to see Edco girls and second round there against East Buck.
So again, the Chalk Talk at 6:30, game time 7 o'clock on KCTN FM 100, live video streamed on KCTN.com. For Coach Aaron Hammond, I'm Dan Behrens. My thanks to Jenna Hammond for running our camera tonight, Ty Keenan for running our studio show. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlights, scores, and more, go to KCTN.com, click on the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, well, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.